She's the woman whose name has exploded into the headlines all over the world.
Basically, anyone who's ever had my phone number ever has texted or called.
I sat down with Stormy Daniels, the adult film star who, according to the Wall Street Journal, was paid $130,000 to keep silent about an alleged affair she had with Donald Trump in 2006. Stormy says she's been trying to ride out the scandal in the small Texas town where she lives with her husband and their 7-year-old daughter.
You have kind of a normal Texas life, right?
I have a strangely normal life, yes. And then I wake up one morning and there's, news trucks and reporters outside of my house, and now suddenly I'm actually having to make phone calls to hire security.
Do you have security with you much of the time now?
Yes, I have hired security.
Have you been worried for your safety? Has anyone threatened you?
Yes, I have been threatened.
The alleged affair happened in 2006, just 4 months after Melania Trump gave birth to son Barron. According to the Wall Street Journal, she signed a non-disclosure agreement when she was paid the $130,000 in the days just before last year's presidential election. Stormy was less than forthcoming when I asked her about the allegations.
Did you have a sexual relationship with Donald Trump? You can't answer that. Did you have any relationship with Donald Trump?
Well, I think it's common, by looking at photos that I've met him.
So you've met him. You met him in Lake Tahoe. Can you say that? You met him when you were at a golf tournament. That's where the photo was taken.
Last week, I spoke to Stormy's friend and fellow adult actress, Alana Evans. She says she spoke to Stormy the morning after the alleged tryst with Trump.
I wanted the details. And her response to me was, well, picture this. Donald Trump chasing me around a hotel room in his tighty-whities.
Alana said the next day, you said that Donald Trump was chasing you around the hotel room in his tighty-whities. Did that happen? There are reports you've been paid $130,000 to be quiet. Have you been paid to keep quiet? Have you signed a non-disclosure agreement? Are you frustrated that you can't talk about these things? You clearly want to say, you're looking at me like you can't talk. I'm taking this that you can't say anything. Is that accurate? I'm taking that as a yes.
You're so pretty.
I guess we'll have to leave it at that. Since the scandal broke, Stormy's name has been everywhere.
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels.
Are you surprised with the size of this story?
Definitely very surprised with the size of the story, and also very surprised at how much stuff is just completely made up about me.
Like what?
Like people are saying that I dated this person or that person, and I've never even met or heard of that person.
What do you think the biggest misconception about you is?
The big misconception is that I'm stupid, or that I'm greedy, or an opportunist, or an attention, I can't say that word, but you know what.
Did you see Saturday Night Live?
Saturday Night Live is my favorite show of all time.
And you were portrayed on the news.
Right.
I just wanted to be on Celebrity Apprentice. But that's not going to happen.
How did you feel about your portrayal on that show?
Did I giggle? Yes.
If you could make all of this scandal, this talk, stop like this, would you do that?
Yes.
Do you think it's going to happen?
Do you have a magic wand? Because I don't.
So, Stormy Daniels, remember her? She's the porn star that, Anyway, she took a break from her Make America Horny Again tour.
Is that legitimate? It's literally
yes,
to make
I saw the strip club. It's
a
outside in the front.
tour.
It says Make America Horny Again. And she took a break to sit down with Inside Edition. Yeah. But she didn't have too much to say, or did she? Watch.
Did you have a sexual relationship with Donald Trump? You can't answer that. Did you have any relationship with Donald Trump?
Well, I think it's common, by looking at photos that I've met him.
There are reports you've been paid $130,000 to be quiet. Have you been paid to keep quiet? Have you signed a non-disclosure agreement? Are you frustrated that you can't talk about these things? You clearly want to say, you're looking at me like you can't talk.
She's laughing.
So is she giving? She's giving a little wink to the story because she can't really say it.
She didn't say anything.
Silence
So
is
what
golden.
are the repercussions if she actually does break her silence
Yes.
and admit to some of this, even though she has allegedly signed an NDA?
I mean, the ramifications could be significant. There's always a monetary fine. So she allegedly got $130,000. Imagine if the penalty is $500,000 or $1 million. So she can't say anything. But I think it's odd that, you know, Michael Cohen, who's the Trump private attorney, allegedly set this $130,000 payout for her silence through an LLC
yeah.
formed in Delaware, probably just for this purpose. And the name of it was Essential Consultants, LLC.
Oh, that's a good one.
Essential Consultants, LLC. And this was in October of 2016, right before the election, and no one seems to care.
No, when people care, we care.
I
Melania
care.
cares.
Melania.
Melania was home with Barron, a 3-month-old baby, when he was out philandering with this
Allegedly,
one. You know,
yeah.
allegedly, but in
He'll deny it.
2011, she gave an interview to In Touch magazine,
Yes.
and she spilled the beans then. So hello.
Yeah.
But she also said that this is so interesting to me. She said in that interview they had textbook generic sex. Why would you go to a porn star for generic sex? You can get that at home.
Especially a porn star who's known for goodwill. That Goodwill Home said that.
Don't you want her on this show? I want her here. Stormy, come.
Stormy Daniels she's cleaning up. I mean, she's making a ton of money. Her career is revived, and she's just playing the hand she was dealt. No problem there. What bothers me, though, in giving her this platform, you know, Monica Lewinsky was also caught having an affair with a president. Who's going to interview her? I'd love to see someone interview her. Her life was ruined
She's been
by
interviewed
this
100
affair.
times. What are you talking
Bring her
about?
back. Jimmy Kimmel's going to have Stormy Daniels
She's been on this. You're talking about Monica
Jimmy,
Lewinsky?
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel needs to have her on his show if he expects us to watch an interview with Stormy Daniels and take it seriously. Stormy Daniels is killing it. Monica Lewinsky's life was destroyed.
But
Let's give her a platform.
Monica's
again.
more of an upstanding, you know, not that this girl is not. She's a porn star.
And Bill Clinton.
So what?
It's a little different from Monica.
That's why Monica should be given
But Bill
more
Clinton
of a platform.
isn't the president anymore. The president is Donald Trump. So it's much more relevant at the very least.
No, this is all going to come back to roost until the left really deals with the fact that feminists like Gloria Steinem and Hillary Clinton herself went after these women and attacked them and smeared them. Until that is all reckoned with, you can't say, well, he's not president anymore.
But Essie, if you go back in history,
No, you can't.
if you go back in history and you bring back every woman who stopped the president, the whole building would be filled. I mean, starting with Thomas Jefferson and his slave girl, Sally
I
Hemings.
think what she's trying to say is that there is a
And
lot
George
of
Washington did it too, I heard.
there's a lot
we
of
know that.
hypocrisy with a lot of sort of like, as Essie is saying, leftist feminists, including, by the way, it was publicly came out that Lena Dunham, who was a big surrogate for Hillary Clinton, was caught in, I believe, off the record HBO dinner talking about how she was having a hard time still supporting Hillary Clinton because of her relationship with Bill Clinton's mistresses. And I do think Stormy Daniels is a pornography star. I'm fantastic, amazing. I don't think we should shame her for being in that line of work.
not at all.
No,
Can't
not at
shame
all.
her for
She's married to 2
capitalism
children
right
also.
now. Yeah,
Oh, is she?
amazing. But
Yeah.
this is a capitalist society. She sees a market right now. That's all well and good.
Didn't you say she's
Thing
making
is,
$75 grand
That's
an
what you
appearance?
said. That's a lot of
I
money.
read that
but
somebody said that they paid her that. We don't know for
the
sure.
problem going forward is now all of us are bad because Republicans on our side were supposed to be the party of family values, and we have a notorious cheater who allegedly, it looks like more than likely, allegedly slept with a porn star
More
while
than
his
likely,
wife
allegedly.
had just I'm just
Left his
stating
first
the
wife for a
facts
second wife, and left his second wife for
Read
his
the
third wife.
disclaimer, please. Sunny, read the disclaimer.
Trump vehemently denies any sexual encounter with Stormy Daniels.
Fake news.
ABC News was also never able to confirm the Stormy account when approached in 2016. Trump vehemently denies
Vehemently.
any sexual encounter.